City Hall, Little Rock, Arkansas, where Bill Clinton is from. Mud-flooded windows, just the top of a building. Texarkana,
Boycott
Arkansas.
Jezza.
Couple urns
Is that the
appear.
title?
Artwork, of course, the Los Angeles City Hall.
Oh,
Here we
got
can
an
see it
education.
in 1931. Pyramid on top, and here she is today. Modernized a little,
That's
but
awesome.
essentially a timeless structure. This one's pretty awesome. Oakland, California, not far from San Francisco, pretty much part of the hub. Look at this baby. This is in 1917. I think Oakland is a little run down today. I mean, compared to this, when this was important to build. Look at this. Look at the top. I mean, we essentially have 3 buildings here. Let's be fair. Bottom portion of the cape is insane. It's just suitable for anything. A train terminal, an opera house, whatever the hell you want. A city hall. You can do it all here. You have 5 stories on the bottom part of the cape. Then we have the second building. Come on. Skyscraper, 1917. City hall. What are we doing up here? Employees are so busy. I mean, let's say 50 people. 50 people could run a city hall in 1917. I've been to the city courthouse in Salt Lake dozens of times. There might be 30 people in there. Max 50 again. And that's today. This is 1917, Oakland. And today, nothing has changed. Just a beauty. Look at this thing. The top floor of this section houses a 36-cell jail. So we're wondering what was up at the top. It's a jail, 36 cells. Very important. The inmates up here. This almost looks like the top of a star fort. Anyway, you see what I'm saying already. Let's take a quick pause. Okay, so we're still in California. Sacramento City Hall. Sacramento is pretty sick. They're not giving us a face-on photo here. I believe the state capitol building is also in Sacramento. So that was built in 1 year, 1908 to 1909. How overgrown it is. Even in this late picture, we can tell it's a late picture because they have window air conditioning.
No, I don't know how that happened.
Back here. Sacramento. Okay,
Get a
now
third
city
light
halls. City halls are
don't know what
great
that comes from.
because sometimes there's little difference between a city hall and a state capitol building. I mean, one could have been another very easily. And you can see that now in this example of this city hall. San Francisco City Hall. Boom. Now come on. This could have been anything. In fact, it looks like the Vatican. It has this very Vatican feel, especially the top half. Unbelievable. I'm just enamored and bothered at the same time. I guess that's the nature of this research.
Water.
There I look at the construction date. Reopened in 1915. The present building replaced an earlier city hall that was destroyed during the 1906 earthquake, which was 2 blocks from the present one. Really? Lost one and rebuilt another? So easy. History. Here's the original in 1900. Hallelujah. I mean, this thing is sick. It's not just a building. Again, there's multiple buildings going up and out. This is like 20 buildings. 20. And just any little corner of any of this would have been adequate for a city hall. We're told that it burned and they rebuilt it. Come on. You don't burn this. You can't burn this. This is great. I mean, it's both great and horrible. So here's the supposed remains after it burned. This was my last thumbnail, or maybe the one before that. San Francisco City Hall. Can you even believe we're looking at city halls today? I can't. It's too much. Let's go to Colorado and take a quick pause.
Cleansing.
Colorado, beautiful
Don't
Colorado,
don't do it.
Denver City and County building. The rounded kind of feeling like wing kind of architecture. Denver Denver's old west
And the fish
led
goes
the
on.
game. Old Denver, we must think
That'd
cowboy.
be extended
What do they
420.
say
It's
about
only
this
20 minutes
beauty?
ago. They
It
had
was
the
built in
grizzly there on the
1932,
420. And another
facing
little half
Colorado
round.
State Capitol. Just a little look at the
Fucking shout out John
beautiful
Levi.
state capitol. So this is just across the
Oh,
street.
we're gonna
You
torch
couldn't
him.
put both
Right.
of these municipalities in one of these
My screen
buildings.
is.
No, this needed to just be the city hall. And this is a city I was just thinking of going back to yesterday.
Actually, I see that
I
better with the
love
glasses on. That's
Ouray, Colorado. Again, they're just giving us two out of hundreds in Colorado. But in a way that's good.
the
Gives
polarization.
me something bite-sized to work with. Here we are in Connecticut. Town Hall. Not even a city hall, because it's not a city, it's a town. It's just a small town. Hartford,
Created a small
Connecticut.
town of shit
Hartford.
everywhere.
I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to my East Coast towns, having lived in the West most of my life. But
Like, literally,
here's
it's not
what's
that
going
long
on
to fix it.
in Connecticut. It's like
Anyway,
connection cut. Here is
clean
their
this.
beautiful municipal building. Look at this wonder. I seriously had the thought that I just
Not
wanted
gonna
to
waste
take a bite
it.
out
Why
of it.
waste it?
Makes no sense. Let's just have a little look at the inside. Empty, like all city buildings today, museums that no one wants to go to. And let's look at New Haven. Get a good slice of pizza on your way to the city hall or courthouse. Really cool. This reminds me of like Amsterdam or Antwerp. I mean, you can see how it's just this big building, and perhaps it was bigger, but sometimes what they would do is chop these up into individual smaller buildings. New Haven, and here's another town hall, just a mere town hall, not even worthy of being a city. Let's pause and try to squeeze in some more.
Damn. Let's make that. I just made that.
So the shady District of Columbia also has some weird designated buildings,
good.
like this Wilson
I had them
building.
now.
There we go.
I had
It's
them
the
now.
Wilson
Where did I put them
building.
back?
And they also have the DC City Hall, former municipal building. How about Florida?
It
Boom.
must have been just that caked on and worn a
Like
fucking.
some old Rome
Only
in
that.
Florida. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
City Hall.
Fuck.
Now, just for comparison, let's look at the
Yeah, just put
ugly
that screen
Miami
in.
City Hall.
How does
This
that make
is modern. This is the city
How
of
the fuck does that
Miami.
make sense?
They could probably build anything.
The first one lasted
Look at
forever.
this pile of shit that looks like a rec center. Just to add some contrast to why these
Well, we're gonna
buildings are
fix
so
that now.
impressive. Here's
Shit.
Tampa City Hall. We've got the 3 layers of
Gotta keep an eye on that,
cake
or else it
style
does fuck up really
going
quickly.
on.
Because you can make the screen
Jacksonville
last months.
City Hall. Looks like it's been cleaned up, but
Yeah,
we
a
still
long
see a lot
time.
of ornamentation.
If you
up here
regularly
at the top.
torch
It's
it.
just a treasure trove. Here we can see the Atlanta City Hall. Just a little skyscraper that darns
That's
a
tripped me
view.
right out, 'cause I've
City
only done
Hall
that like
in
once or twice.
Macon, Georgia. I
And
don't
that's
know
spent a whole,
Georgia.
like,
But
straight
here it
through.
is, just a leaning
Maybe because I was
mud
in
flutter.
Halen?
Looks like it's been
Maybe because I was like actually
see
in
an
Halen.
old photo of her in 1876.
Nobody's
This little gem fest around here.
Put the lights, put the
Mud
glasses, a little
everywhere.
bit better, isn't it?
Griffin City Hall.
Isn't that a bit
The
better?
Ponce City Market. I made a video on this a long time ago. The old City
know,
Hall
yeah.
now turned
says
into
2 watts.
apartments and a shopping
But there's
center,
0.
right? Savannah City Hall. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
What the fuck?
Savannah City Hall. Here it is, the City Hall. Some statues up here, looking pretty fine. Gold dome. Illinois. Chicago City Hall. I've made many videos about it. One in
We'll turn this
particular
off.
talking
We'll
about
turn it off
how
and
there
see
were
if that does
7
anything.
of these babies. 7. And each one mind-blowing. And we're told they just demolished, needed a new
That way I don't have to
one,
wear the
and a
glasses
new one.
or the
And
beanie
the
or
earliest
anything.
one is beautiful, as you
Just
can
do
see
myself.
here. And it just goes
Totally.
on. This one is mind-blowing right here.
And
We were
go
told
back
it
to
was
just
bankrupt and
chatty
demolished it.
McChattersons.
There's more talk about demolishing it than even building it. Eventually they settle on this one. 7.
It's gonna keep
Musical
streaming.
city halls.
Yeah, it's
Just
not gonna
one
end.
city, Chicago. Here's
Never gonna end.
Charleston. Never heard of Charleston, Illinois. Here's their city hall. Beautiful, modest. Of course, if we're seeing a modern
Never
picture,
going to
we'll have been
end, never
super
going to
dumbed
end.
down.
Who wants a pack of
Here is
seeds?
Peoria, Illinois City Hall. Dome up here, pretty massive. Looks like it has a twin building over here, same area.
My one's fucked up. I fucked up again,
That was
but
just
whatever.
a little taste of Illinois.
I think I fucked up
Let's
again.
take a quick pause.
Oh well, I'm getting good at fucking up. I'm gonna use
Okay,
straight
we're going to move to
cocoa
the bottom of the list.
in the
This
future.
time is precious, and I want
Seedlings.
to cover
They don't need
as much
anything.
as I can.
Like at the start,
Milwaukee
anyway.
City Hall. I proudly use Milwaukee tools.
Do they?
Thank you. Unbelievable. I mean, we could have played Where Are We, but let's move on. Okay, Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, freaking Virginia. Come on. A view of the old City Hall in Richmond, Virginia. Not the Virginia I would imagine. Not the
Shout out John Leroy.
That comes to mind. Gold, gold, gold. Here is Norfolk City Hall, another place in Virginia. It was built in 1847.
4:44 p.m.
Nothing to see here. Next, Pittsburgh City Hall. Pittsburgh. We were looking at old photos of Pittsburgh.
Yep.
On the side of the street, perhaps this one. I mean, how could we not look at the Philadelphia City Hall? Come on, look at the castle in front of it here. Can you see this castle here? Beautiful. And just so intricate. I mean, like some
you're not
kind
gonna
of
believe it. I just had a volume crazy.
said. Here she is under construction, looking old and dirty.
Just the
And
thought. It's
look
not really a
from
craving, it's the thought.
front. I mean, how many buildings again are we dealing with? Each
Bit of a craving.
story is acceptable as an entire building in this time period.
too bad.
Unnecessary. And the tower? The tower though? No. No. Scranton. Old scrappy Scranton City Hall. Designed in 1888. That's it. Just designed. A couple architects and open for business. City Hall. Looks like a little store on the left side here in the same style. It's a little side building. Scranton, Pennsylvania. I think where the office is taking place. And a little modest one in Bradford. Rhode Island. Looks like they've modernized some of it, the bottom, and yet we can still see the old poking out. Rhode Island. Was it road or was it a road? An old road. Here is Providence City. Like I said, I don't know my East Coast, let alone individual towns and cities and their city halls. Providence City Hall. Here you go. It's like an awesome place. And Pawtucket City Hall. Here you go. Everyone knows Pawtucket now. Gorgeous again. Towering building. Another back here. Just an old part of town. Built in 3 years. 1933 to 36. Oregon. Astoria City Hall. Klamath Falls City Hall. Portland City Hall. Portland, Oregon. Some urns on top. Gotta have the urns. Sir, did you budget for the urns? Ohio. Ohio. Columbus City Hall. Look how they've left the interior brick, only facaded the exterior. College Hill Town Hall. Cleveland City Town Hall. Look at this. Even in modern times, they can't even clean it. Like it's never been cleaned. You can see that power washers could only reach to here. They know most people aren't looking or caring. Cleveland. Cincinnati, of course. Look at this thing. Cincinnati. This one kind of has a similar feel to many that we've seen. Looks like a cookie cutter. Anything. Too much for a city hall for 1893. Completed. Just completed. No problem. And let's just have a comparison. Here's the Kingston City Hall. Still old. Just an old brick building. Now it looks like it's a museum, of course, but just to show you that it doesn't need to be much more. This is a fine building for a city hall today.
Maybe could use something else,
just
like a
winking at us. Asheville, North Carolina. Look at the top of this thing.
What would they be though?
Really special building.
This is the best setup for
Kind
AV.
of star shape from the top.
What
It
is
was
that,
constructed in 2 years, from
Screen to the
1926
volcano.
to 28,
I'm just gonna squish that in.
Hall in New York City. City Hall, mind blower, right
The
next
whole
to it as
fucking lot
well.
comes out.
Look at this thing. This has been such a touristy video.
This is
Albany, New York. Come on. This looks like we're in Bavaria.
Cut it.
or
I might end up
something.
cutting
What
it.
is this? That's
Maybe
it.
that would be
You have
better.
to have a tower with all the slit windows to defend the Albany City Hall. In New
What do you
York,
reckon?
just having a slew. Syracuse,
Push it in?
New York.
Or
How did they justify such
that
buildings to
size.
the taxpayer? 1889 to 1993, in the Romanesque Revival architectural style. Syracuse. Schenectady. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. Schenectady. Rochester City Hall. This has been great for me. I hope you've enjoyed it. This has been an absolute mind-blowing tour through North America, through the eyes of the city down Hall. It was built between 1885 and 89. And New York,
Or an
New
1860.
York, New York.
That
This
might,
is
but I'm
just
gonna
what
wreck
you
the
think
battery.
of. Is it this one or is it this
Maybe.
one? This looks like a World's Fair building on the right side.
No.
I would like this on a baseball hat that says New York.
Bet your
Here is
battery's
a
perfect.
place
Bet
or
you
a
do.
city called Cahoes.
Pretty much.
Who cares? Here's
Might
their
not-
city
it might be
hall
tiny bit
tower.
too big.
Got to have the tower.
trying to think in the
for
scoop.
whatever reason. As we read earlier,
Well, this
you might
is.
need to house inmates in the tower. I mean, really? In North America, this looking people up in tower story still finding its way into modern
Find
history?
something.
Yes. Here
It's
is
like a good diameter.
Bingham Town City Hall. Bingham Town. I think the H is supposed to be silent.
Oh, there's the
Here's
screwball
Buffalo
scoop.
City Hall. This is probably one of the most
It's kind of like too
mind-blowing.
small.
Unbelievable. Why? The obelisk in front? I mean,
What do you wanna
come
do?
on. If this isn't a hotel from the old world, I don't know what is. This is not meant to be a city hall. What an insult. Nor this, nor the old
Oh, maybe
Buffalo City Hall.
That's kinda
This is
close.
The old one.
Fuck
That
you.
was the new one.
Fuck you,
And can you
man.
imagine if we just had a tour of
A
all
little
of these
alcohol
buildings
bottle?
and weren't told what they were?
It's
If we
actually
weren't even told where
a vape
we were.
juice
So,
bottle.
a whole bunch in New Jersey. I hate to blast through it. Newark City Hall. Newark City Hall, come on. The gold, though? The gold? Yes. Too much. Too much. How about Missouri? University City Hall. Have you ever seen this thing before? Looks a little top heavy.
Actually,
Really
yeah,
though?
I do.
Really? First time I've ever seen
I just
that.
fold it
St.
over like
Louis
that.
City Hall. Wow. Super weathered. This reminds me exactly of the old Provo City Library. I did some drone footage of it. Same
Yeah,
style
cool.
building.
That.
Model number
Then take it off and fold that
1340.
in.
Like out of a catalog. St. Louis City Hall, Missouri. This is really interesting. After the state, they always give you the former ones. So either buildings that have been demolished, or sometimes they're just sitting there empty. Like this little castle, another castle, they become museums. Mind blowers, but again, I appreciate the showcase. Minnesota, let's pick one. In Minnesota. How about Hastings City Hall? Could have been a church.
I've got like
Flood
5
windows
more
we
of these.
see
What
over
are these
here,
ones?
buried
Like
in
that.
the snow. Hastings.
Like pretty close.
If you, for some reason, discovered this video and have no idea what I'm talking about, the idea is that these buildings all existed before they were designated as city halls. We don't build municipal buildings like this today, and in my opinion, we never did. These are ruined. These are what existed in North America before our people waltzed in. After a destructive event, they simply moved into these buildings. North America looked like this before any story of a George Washington or any such characters. North America was every bit as European or Roman, and what we find is identical structures all throughout the world, pointing to this really obvious fact once it's pointed out to you. So for this week, I thank you for joining me. I love you all. Do have a blessed day, and I'll see you next week. God bless.
Oh my nice got this perfect. Good night. Fucking done pretty well, actually. That's gonna be fucking perfect for doing that. With this tiny bit in there. See that? That's what I want to press up against. And then I'm fucking set, man. There you go. So you fit your screw ball screen if you got a volcano screen. Just helping fixing tips and shit, and don't dare comment. A bit more folding action. Just there. This is probably going to vape slightly different too. Probably better. Probably. I don't want to fuck it up. That would be the worst. Maybe. Pushed it through too far. I'm kind of happy with that, actually. Maybe a tiny bit more over here. But I'm nervous it's going to go through, so I'm happy with that. Pretty decent viewski, I reckon. How's my audio? Pretty decent viewski, I reckon. That's good. How's my audio? I can fuck that up. I can actually have a screw ball. That's not neat, but it's kind of cold. Maybe I should try and scrape it down that too over here. Fuck that off. Like fucking the light. No shit. Bit of a chunk. That's enough to do that, right? Yeah, no. It's just that bit there. That's where you can go from. Right there. Nowhere else. Life hacks. They come in threes. What's the third one going to be? Life hacking. All sorts of crazy shit. And that's not clean. And I do actually need to do it. These are the best things for it. When they come out with it, that's what they're going to... I hope they do that. I hope they tell you to use that. Because that would be the best, safest way of cleaning. Just a book, and it's in there. And a wooden stick that I constantly lose. There it is. I don't know how many stokers I've got for different jobs, but fuck me. We've got more stokers than actual billies. Include all of them, like the ones on the lighters, different sized ones, and all the dab tools. There's like 3 of them, actually 4, I don't know, Puffco, little Puffco one. is actually going really good with you. That Jezza, just keep going until it all comes off. And it will all come off, no matter what. Usually. We're getting there. We might need the second one, because it didn't do it. So he says. Might be able to do this with the one. It's getting pretty close. Check that out. It's all reclaimed. Burnt. Chuzzed. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Why waste another one of these? That's actually amazing. How efficient this way of doing it is. Everyone uses Q-tips and alcohol. Boom. So. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable, right? Like, if you didn't know that, that would blow your mind. You're sitting there using Q-tips and shit. Till the cows come home. I swore that was... I must have been careful. You landed in my lap, mate. How's it not there? Just a sec. I don't know where that's from. It's gotta be just you. I was like, oh, there it is. It is there in my lap. No, I was gonna have to jump up and fuck around. So I didn't hear it go anywhere else. And it was there. And I knew by jumping up was a risk. Because then, like, that's when you actually lose the thing. Especially if it's like on your lap. And then you hear it, you just hear it bounce. You're like, oh. Oh no. Now I'm looking for it. Does anyone have that? I don't know what this is going to be like. And yeah, so like, you can get reclaimed here. It has to like build up for donkey's years. My other one, and when it broke, I kind of like got as much out of it as I could, but there's still stuff in there. Sweet, screwball vape, what do you call it? Reclaim the chunk. Just embedded too much in it. Cool. There's that. Paper? Well done, Richard. That's what that paper's for. Okay. See how we go with this. We can get it off. Use the ball sort of thing. Or melt it to such a tiny amount. Jet light. I think it's over there still. Boop. I'm so stoked I fixed that screwball. And I've still got an actual screwball screen, like a proper one, real one. Nice. Oh, press that retouch thing again. I don't know what it does. I don't need the baby lights anymore. Oh, maybe to do this quickly. Are you gonna drizzle? Yeah. Oh, kind of like smear in there. Yeah, sweet. If I didn't do that, I was just gonna chew on that. Such a small little amount. But it should be glorious. It should be. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, fucking. Somehow, you this while it's kind of warm. Get this up? Okay. A little scary because I'm here. It's stuff there. It's a bit difficult. But you better to get it off. And this. Awesome. No, I don't know where the hole is. Fuck it. You need it flat anyway. Cheers to the fucking dab I just got together. Let's go white. Fuck it. Let's start early too. Interesting. Nice. Full, full thing. Cool. Cool. Wait, man, fucking scribble. That's right, I've watched the Third World Assassin. Anyone else fucking coming out, fucking out in the chat? Or not? No. Boycott challenge. It is, it's true. It's 100. Boycott Jezza. Okay, I have nothing up now, do Sunday afternoon now. $33? What the fuck? Kidding me? Anyway, I was gonna see if the other one actually ended when I wanted it to fucking end. Oops. I've still got that blowing up. Did that? Was it 47? Oh, that dad fucking got me. Nice. Probably medicated. Yeah, 47.32. So that worked, but I got cut off before at 3. hours and 42 minutes. I said heaps of cool shit as well in all of them, in the segments. Seven, 9, 4 views, 18 views, 3 views, 4, 4, 8, 3, 13, 3, 3, 11, 4. That's what I'm getting. 2, 12, 4, 8, 22, 2, 5. Oh, weird as. Not that it matters, but it's just weird. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's the weird thing. That's the weird thing. Anyway. Still watch this Vasily's Garden, but I didn't get around to it. Winter Greens. What does he got to say about that?
How are we going, everybody? Just cleaning up the garden a bit, as they've already started for me while I was away. Now I've come up to the veg pot, and you can see here we've got some more self-germinating seedlings. These are the green called endives, and this is a good indicator for anybody out there who's not sure what to plant when. If you've got seedlings in the garden, you've allowed them to go to seed. Once you see things like this happening, that's telling you you can still plant some of these leafy greens. Plenty of time. So as we go into spring, this is for Victoria, obviously, but I reckon the leafy greens can go all year round in all states, pretty much. Just give it a little day if you need to, if it's a bit too hot up there. Now, also, second year, broccoli, have a look at that. We're getting the broccolinis or broccolinis developing. Someone's harvested already while I was away. They lost a bit too much of a stalk. We've got to cut that off. But we've got that happening on here as well as over here. There's a heap of them. So, good indicator. Plants are starting to kick into gear. The life in the soil, the microbial count in the soil is active, so we just got to keep feeding it. Just because it's winter, especially in the colder parts of Australia, like where I am, soil never slows down completely. It's still active somewhat, so giving it a top up is important. And that's what we're going to do over here, because I've got some seedlings that I picked up from Sarah's, and I've got to get them in the garden. Come along. Have a look at these beauties. Now, these are all grown at Sarah at our Seville outlet. She does a wonderful job. And when I go there every week or so, I get, excited. Impulse. So I've got some onions, I've got some broccoli, different coloured broccoli, and also silver beet. You've got the different colours of the beets there, and beetroot as well. This is beetroot. You get some yellow, white, there's different colours of beetroot and silver beet. Here's a quick example. She cut these up or dug them out a bit early. See the colour inside? Not all beetroot are purple. You get white ones, you get some yellow ones, you get some stripy ones with the rings on them. So that's your typical red one there, or burgundy if you like, and that's the other one. So you can plant these, and every one of these plants obviously have a different mineral uptake, slightly more of one nutrient than the other, so they're all vitally important to eat. Before we plant, folks, have a look at this bed here. We've got some beautiful beet growing in there, silver beet and beetroot on this side. But look at the side here. This is what's happening, and I reckon it happens to a lot of garden beds, raised or on the ground. The birds come along and they start digging up around the edges and push all the soil into the middle. Now that starts to heap up the soil. You can see that. Now I've got another garden bed over there that's got a worse outcome from the birds. What I mean by that is, that's just a weed. They've pushed it so much that it's heaped up almost like a mound in the middle, and it's got a grade all the way to the side. The problem with that is that when you go to water, if you don't fix that and level it off, because you've got seedlings like I have in here, when you water, if it's slightly crusted over on the surface, water's not going to soak in. It's going to run down the sides and out down the sides of the walls, or in the garden bed on the ground. It'll just pull up there in the channels. So you want to level it up, and that's what I've got to do here. Just a bit of the planting mix, or even compost is good. Whatever you've got. Top of the stuff. Just level it off. We'll mulch it over the top before we plant. It's always easier to mulch first, then plant, rather than planting and trying to get the bloody mulch around the little seedlings. This mulch is inoculated with liquid stimulants, folks, but rather it's been sitting out in the paddock just beside the conifer hedges there for months, literally months. And you can see it's already moist. It's already activating on its own. So the microbes, the parazoas, and the, all the composting creatures, they're all going to kick into gear here and start breaking it down. So it's already activated somewhat. And I'm just going to top dress it with our liquid fertiliser rather than sitting there soaking it. Because sometimes we don't have all the time in the world. You know what I mean? We've mulched it, we've fixed up the sides, and look at the ceilings. We've got silverbeet, we've got beetroot, we want to do a multi-species going on here, so the more variety of plants, the better the, the variety of microbes that you develop in the soil. So you want all that really diverse life in the soil. We've also got, that could be coriander actually, I don't think that's parsley, and we've got some onions sprouting up in here as well. What are we going to put in here? We've got a listen. There you go, we've got some little baby listens. We'll put a couple of those in. It looks like more onions. We've got a couple of greens in here. I can't remember what these were. They look like chicories as well. We'll stick some of those in here. Let's get one of these and one of those. Alright, that's going to be big.
Schoolboy fruit.
Yeah, how soft that is. Oh, I gotta love it. Alright, delicious. One over there. We'll stick this one over here. Keep it away from that one. Put a leafy green in here. Now you don't have to use your fingers, folks. You can use little tools wherever they are. Here it is. Things like that, or even get a bloody stick, just a twig. Just punch a hole in the soil so you don't have to stick your fingers in there. You know, some people don't like doing that. For me, don't mind me. Put a seedling somewhere. Where are we going to put it? And before I go off and plant the rest of them, folks, we've got liquid feed these. So Eco Butch and liquid cold, a mixture combined. And they're going to love it forever. So if you've got gaps in your garden, folks, don't leave them in there. Multi-species planting, pick a few varieties all together, really helps the life in the soil to populate well. Top up the edges if you've got sunken sides from the birds, planting mix, mulch it, plant, then liquid feed, and you'll be right. All right, one down, and probably about a dozen more to go. Check out our website, Vasili'sGarden.com. Great deals every day from me, Vasili, Maresi. Oh, don't forget, the pruning and grafting workshop is on next week, Wednesday, I think it is. If you want to join us, get online and book yourself a seat. There's only a handful left. Love to see you there. Maresi.
I think that's the best one. Main beds. At the start. Yep. Just one going with. And the other stuff. Just keep regular all of that. Good. How's it going? Is it still good? 1 to 0, 0 to 1? How's it going? Is it still good? Oh, that was quick. 1 to 0, 0 to 1? That's what I mean. Sometimes it's like, what the fuck? Go figure that. Like, literally. Go figure that, man. That's a real short delay. Figure that. Like, literally. Go figure that, man. One. That's a real short delay. Figure that. Like literally, go figure that. 6 second delay? Like literally, go figure that. How's it a 6 second delay? Literally makes no sense. now got 4 likes. And when I watch it from the other thing. How does that make sense? Shit doesn't make sense. There's like a 4th like that's just in the ethers. Like, and it's not a viewer. It doesn't make sense. Dirt housing blocks are a ghost town.
Alright, so here we are. As you see, it's getting pretty fresh in here. This joint here, my mate commented here, film clip.
Jeez.
2 years ago now, still going.
Don't take stories lightly. It goes down south real quick.
Another one, another one, and another one. Like, come on, housing trust, how long does a joint have to be ordered up and empty before you just come out and fix the joint and do something about it?
Homelessness will be fixed like these will be fucked, but they don't want that. They'd rather be stuck in a trap, moving packs for rats.
Tenants have come forward revealing shocking conditions in SA public housing.
And say their calls for help have been ignored.
This is going to upset me.
Still human beings that are entitled to live in safe environments.
I guess maybe this place is abandoned.
Yeah, that lobster.
I'm in Sturt now, just because there are a few blocks in through here that are really like majoritively vacant, and I just wanted to come through and do a little bit on that because there's this whole, I don't even know, man, there's a couple dozen empty joints in here, just in here, and then the neighbouring block, a bit like the last one with Nova. This one's got multiple blocks all pretty close to one another, and there's a lot of vacants going on. I had a mate who done a film clip down here too, Illcraft, and I'll put that in, and he was out in front of a few joints that were vacant. This clip was done like 2 years ago, and those places he'd done the film clip at are still vacant. As you can see, there's like 3 right here, empty. This is a pretty notorious block too, so I've known people lived here over the years and it's always been pretty hectic. Go around over this way first. So yeah, another vacant, so that's those 3, 4, right over there. That's why I wanted to come through Sturt and do this bit, because there's just so many vacants.
Oh, screwball.
Yeah, this is just one of like 3 major blocks.
They're just trying to put the right music to it,
considering
so
the
it's
size
not
of it, there's
bad.
a lot of empty joints, and then you go to the park here, you cut through the park down over that way, where we're heading to in a minute, where there's another block. It's also got vacant, so we'll go suss that out in a minute. That's where my mate had done the video clip. And he went into a joint there for the clip, and it was empty, it was all gutted. And you can see from the clip, it was like 2 years ago.
These are dark streets. Lost track records, baby. Don't take stories lightly. Shit goes down south real quick. Big rough.
Ooh, that's one bottle.
Grab the strap and play no girl, bitch, you shit round my way. That big old shuffle, split your face, that every base of place. Yeah, they say they outside, the white line, they hide. I watch them go and float up, come to the bank, my shit get dangerous, they get taken out. Outside front of the screen, and put the bank, catch on round away. Grab the strap and play, no shit round my way. Big old shuffle, split your face, soon the way to break that
Well, I want to put my foot. There's no reindeer here anyway. Honestly, there's stuff everywhere. Cheers.
So you go and fight, slowly go and take your life with ice. Yes, I wish you reached out, but I hate myself, it's all in time.
Is it still on? No. How do you turn that fucking speaker off?
Yes, I tried to make it change, even though my mind say never change, and I learned to take that way.
See that? Can you see that? The cat jumps behind me, and that's the only spot here.
No, homelessness could be fixed by these little fucks, but they don't want, they rather be stuck in the trap, moving packs for rats.
Yeah, it's good.
And note that same place and all the same places there that were vacant are still vacant. It's
Cookery,
absolutely
mate.
ridiculous.
Cookery. Fucking like, what the fuck? Honestly, what the fuck?
Male.
Like all this dude's videos, how they make
Yes,
any
so
sense?
the block in here isn't too big,
Fucking
neither is the other one.
gone.
So
And
this would be a
even
short
him putting it
EP,
out,
just stopping through
still no
after I've
change.
done
You'd
over.
think just him
And,
would have made the change.
Just because I know this block and it's crazy how long these places have been vacant. So I thought I'd come through and put a little bit of context on that. Always blocked.
And they go and build new areas and shit. It's like, what the fuck? Instead of fixing up what there's already there, it wouldn't take much to actually have it nice again, you know? Like,
See, that's 5 joints right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
online rental somewhere here. Cheers.
So that was 5 along there. And then 2 more.
Well, fucking look at that, man. What the fuck?
7 right here. It's probably only like 30, 40.
What we is a paint job, fucking, you know?
Because there's only what? I'd say about 30 different rooms up in there. There's 7. No, yeah, 7 right there in that little vicinity. Empty. Got it. Another one here. Oh, and another one there. So that's 9 joints. You got 3 right there. 2 more. Oh, this is the front of that one. I didn't realise this one was. So that's 2, 3, 5, then there was 1 in there, 6. And the 2 that are behind that. That's bang. That's the same as when we were in Over Gardens. It's like well over 20% of vacant, so 100. Anyway, again, wasn't too much to show with that, so I'll go over into the next part of the stone box. A bit more gutted than this one, but we'll go do a quick walkthrough there anyway. I'll clip my mate's video clip in here, so you can suss that if you want.
Unrecognized.
The whole roof of that joint's got like a tarp done over it, like. Yeah, so anyway, it's not far away anyway, it's literally down the road, so, and then show you the last block. Pretty hectic block here. And I just like to put context on these blocks and show these here. Try and put some accountability toward the government, show like, look what's going on, this has been here, this is sitting here, years have gone by, what's happening? Homelessness is on the rise, they're going to be fixed. so here we are, and you see, it's getting pretty fresh in here. This joint here, my mate come in here, done a film clip 2 years ago now, still going. Same with a few other joints that are in along there. It's been like that for ages now. Oof. Yeah, pretty close up now. Yeah, around the front. But isn't that ridiculous?
Fucking hell, it's just like a little gated thing with all this rubbish in it.
2 years, man. Maybe slightly longer. This place has been boarded up and empty. Like, come housing trust, how fucking long does a joint have to be boarded up and empty before you just come out and fix the fucking joint and do something about it? Like, we're in a fucking housing crisis at the moment. It's an epidemic of homelessness, and then there's more vacant buildings around than I've ever seen in my life. So let's come around the front here because you've got another couple just out over here on the road, and they're riddled all in through here, man. So you got another one. Another one. And another one. It's not normally this graffiti either. That's what I've said. Like, a lot of the graffiti and stuff that goes on normally happens after the fact, when they've come and emptied out all these fucking joints. This was set up as a bike track for all the kids, so I don't know what's happened there.
Thanks, bud.
And then another fucking.
I'm just watching Bobster's video. B-O-B-S-T-A, pretty sure. He walks
Like the other one,
Adelaide,
over, where it's only like 20% of it, like half of this whole fucking block is empty, boarded up. Just that one there. And that one as well here
give me a
has
sec.
sat there like that as well. So I have no idea what the fuck housing's thinking about what they're going to do with these. They're just going to leave them sit empty for fucking years. People needing places to live,
I can't do
and then
this
housing
shit.
just leaving their fucking houses empty for years on end.
It's not fair.
This was all set up as bike jumps and shit. You can vaguely see there's a little jump there, little jump here. This whole thing set up.
Put a few bunches together.
And like I said too, half this graffiti isn't normally here.
Down to like
There's lots of the empty
Come.
joints that then they get trashed like that. So
this. Something. Should
it's
be
only because it's half empty that people come out full brazen enough to do it, you know? If they didn't leave so many joints empty for so long, then there wouldn't be that much graffiti, and there wouldn't be that much shit going on, destruction as well. Yeah, again, government has a part to play in this, not just the people. Like with the graffiti shit, the government have their part in that, 100%. See, I don't know, but it doesn't look like there's been a fire here. Why is that empty? Why is that empty still?
Mm.
Again, like with this stir blocks, it was just a short one.
Mm,
Because all I really wanted to do was come in here, because I've known about these joints being this way for so long, and I thought, well,
Closer
my
to
channel,
where I
what I do, or
used
with
to
my
be.
content, and I thought I might as well come in, because what can we as the people do about that, you know what I'm saying? So this is up to housing trusts and the governments and the councils and stuff to get this up and running and keep it up to scratch. Like, people here living here
It's out of
can only do so
control.
much.
Like it's
you know
out of
what I mean?
control,
Like,
mate. It's out of control, mate. It's all the box.
2 years,
It's
I know
everywhere.
this
It's
one's
just
been like
fucking
this.
like spiraled.
So yeah, only a short one today, but this is the Sturt block, and
For years.
this is how they've looked for a long time now. Something needs to get done.
I kind of hard to know when it was all last like okay. I don't know. You could pick a number, maybe. I don't know, probably like 20 years ago. Maybe. I don't know. Wow, I've got to take the bass down on that. I have to get up soon again. Whoops, sorry about that. It does fucking piss me off. Yeah, shout out Spud. Hope you're doing well. Fucking housing crisis, man. Choking me up a bit again. These videos do that to me. Because it's where I live. It's my city, you know? And to see that happening, and to see like all sorts of new roads and fucking infrastructure and fucking all sorts of other shit, it's just like, it fucking fucks with your head, man. Like the hospital fix, how they fix the football ground, like they changed the football ground. That still fucks with me, man. I won't ever forgive them for these things. Can't. Like, you don't just build a new hospital that's like actually not working, right? They built it so the shit couldn't even fit in. Can you believe that? And then like they changed the football ground to Adelaide Oval, which used to be our cricket ground. And now that's just like, forget about it. Oh, that pitch, yeah, no, just fuck it, just whatever. Just the old ancient pitch, just, yeah, fuck it off. See ya. I will never forgive them for that. Like, I can't. I never will. It just never will happen. There'll always be vengeance. It has to be, do you do it 490 times? Whatever the hell it was. And then it's okay. Yeah, bit shit, man. Bit shit, our city, with the way they've spent the money several times. And they've got these big function centres and shit, and they do that fucking do it, like, I don't know, man, just weird. It's like it's Rome, it's a circus, bro. Just try and stay happy, mate, because stay happy all night, you can't really. Motherfuckers. They're just deliberately trying to kill as much people as possible through their own. I mean, it's kind of, you know, I've got this sort of a split view on it sometimes. Sometimes I've got a different view. It's like, not too bad, so what? Like, I've made it through, so like, somehow, tough luck, I guess, for everyone else. But that's not the right way of looking at it. Because some people don't deserve what they do. What's happening? Pretty sure I fall into that category. Don't want to get too depressed though, but yeah, the results back to pretty much being screwed over by pretty much everyone. Shout out Spud if you're still here, or cruised or whatever. You dropped in and dropped out. Cheers for the comment. Thanks, man. Keeps me going a little bit, gives me that little bit extra. You and Jeff commenting the other night. I had a couple of people that I didn't really know their names of comment or whatever. Well, actually dropped an actual comment on a video. And that was cool. But I didn't really know what to say. I light-hearted it because I was out there as well, and it was like, yeah, it is good. It's good. I don't want to leave now that I'm living my life. Kind of the way I want to. don't really care. I might not. I mean, like, not like before. It's changed a little bit. It's still, yeah, a bit sketchy, but like, yeah, it's definitely something's going on. I'm addicted to exercise, which is weird. Hopefully it fixes, I don't know, hopefully some miracle fixes something. If it doesn't, then I don't know. I don't want to go into like one of them joints or fucking something similar. Kind of need to stay here. I wish I could, you know. Someone's knocking. Serious? Right when I say that? Yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec, alright? Coming! Yeah, I'm just streaming it on YouTube, so I just thought I'd let you know. Okay. Okay. Expensive. Yeah. No worries. You know, I just wanted to let you know, I've been walking every day, and I've cut my volume down to 1 per day. So yeah, still working on it. I've got a coordinator thing on Tuesday. Yeah. I've got the coordinator on Tuesday. Pretty sure, Anna? So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Just thought I'd let you know I'm streaming on YouTube right now. So like I'm actually live, so yeah. Thanks. Yeah, will do. Ciao. Thanks, Anna. Trying to think about. Doesn't feel bad. The paperwork. I've got them there. Literally, just as I'm saying that, just as I'm talking about that, she knocks on the door. I can't make that up. I'm sitting here saying I wish I could stay. And I've got like my actual eviction up on the I've got a cross up there, and she wants me to take that down. And then I've got that other thing out there that I showed you earlier. Take down and go for a walk. Maybe. Oh, they're back home. Oh, sweet. They're back in. No, she's home. She's sitting there. thought she was out for the day or whatever. I don't need the sub on anymore. That'd be nice. That was kind of nice. It wasn't bad. Just take the thing down. It was offensive. Fair enough. You're having a break or something. It's the Freedom Speech Summit, Australia 2025, Day 2. Want to check it out. Anti-COVID sort of shit. Legends. I didn't know this was like... Yeah, it's just lucky that I'm subbed to bloody Syrian Girl Partisan. That's who you want to go to if you want to join me for a little bit. A little bit more. Might think about going for a walk. It'd be cool if someone wants to come with me. No, I might as well get the thing off the bag and then I'll grab that when I leave. There you go. Get down. As I head up to the back. Come across. Very close. Down there. I got my clip back too. Cool. Thanks. Mate, you need that for the cat food. You legend. A little bit in this one. There you go. Look, so legend. There you go. You got a mix. You got a mix now. Indoor and the north. Whatever it's called. I think she likes the indoor better. Friskies. Green packet. You have no idea how fussy cats are, man. Till you get one. They actually all like, I think, tuna, pretty much. My previous cat, I used to make this mix up. Like I used to get tuna, pink salmon, like the cheap one, whatever all the cheap things were, or sardines or whatever I used to get as well, and then dry cat food and wet cat food, and make this whole like container full, and it was like 3 or 4 days worth in the fridge, and it had like a bit of everything, but it was kind of wet. But now I've learnt that like probably the dry food is probably better for cats, and wet, a little bit of wet every now and then. I don't know, I think that is actually better now. That's cooked. It's cooked itself. Oh, we no longer have the satellite. And a 6-second delay, man. That's cool. Had a 6-second delay. Yeah. It's tripped out how I've just got blisters from walking, you know? I need to at least fix my training stool. So for like maybe when she's out, I can whack it. Probably not when she's here, just to keep her happy. You never know, a miracle might happen. Because I'm using up too much. I reckon everyone's using the internet now all of a sudden, eh? It's like the shit time where I can't do multiple things. Probably. This is like an extended break, mate. Or is it starting? When did it start? Oh, there, just kind of said it there. 9 hours ago. So, having a massive break, or what the fuck? Yeah, probably. 42k watching though while they're doing nothing? Like what? How does that work? You've got to be shitting me, mate. Like that's a massive number. What? I don't want to tune into that. But what was the last thing they did? How long ago was that? When they talked? So I haven't been paying attention to this for a while. But it's some kind of epic thing happening then. And I just got a bunch of stuff here. And then, I don't know. They got speakers. Here they're talking. So like 20 minutes ago. 18 or some shit here.
Stand up to things that we don't believe. That's what we're
Is
here.
the stuff still going and shit?
It's free will.
Or is it
That's
actual
the point of
things?
it. We've learned a whole lot of new stuff. We've taken on a whole new lot of information. We go out tomorrow into a new world as people who are taking it on. We're all better for it. In adversity comes growth.
Oops, we've gone and fucked ourselves majorly.
My father was in
That's
the
alive now.
European theater, and he was coming.
I don't know, have they finished or is, what the hell's going on? There's just too many things to look at, but this is pretty crazy how there's
Learned a whole lot
still
of new stuff. We've taken on a
38k.
new lot of information. We go out tomorrow into a new world as people who are taking it on. We're all better for it. In adversity comes growth. In comfort zone, you can't go anywhere. That's why we're here. Thank you all for taking part in the Free Speech Summit.
Yeah, so that's a wrap up.
To
Yeah.
all of our winners of
Rightio.
our
So they
Independent
did
Media Awards, congratulations
wrap it
to
up
all
at
of our
like
speakers, to all of our guests,
5:30
to all of you
basically.
who came along to be a part of it.
Free Speech
People watching at home, thank
Summit
you. See you
Australia
next year.
2025 Day 2. I missed the end there. I don't know if it's Day 3. Did you say tomorrow?
Of our Independent Media Awards, congratulations
I was
to
reading,
all
I
of our
think.
speakers, to all of our guests, to all of you who came along to be a part of it, all the people watching at home. Thank you. See you all next year.
Next year. So it's just 2 days. Yeah, okay, cool. I didn't know if that was tomorrow. I know actually did hear that, yeah. But I didn't know if you said whatever. You know how they could say you can say it like next year as well as tomorrow, whatever at the same time. Cool, but they're still live. And it's still got a shitload of people.
So after that, my father
It's dropping
became
numbers.
very
37k
much
down
involved
now.
in politics.
Imagine what it was before.
And he
Imagine how many views that's actually going to have at the end of it. What the hell? It's going to be like it's going to be our most viewed video
carried me to those programs.
ever. Bloody channel. 100,000 subs. She's probably got at least that many views probably on that. Nearly, if not. 52k views. Syrian girl, man. Yeah. She's still doing heaps of stuff. Shout out to that. Those that, yeah, need that. Recommended. mix of random shit, but nothing. I don't know. Dying out of it. Been in here too long. What if I can maybe think about going to maybe night track? Jog to the trackers and the joggers and shit. And come. Bud's going live in 30 minutes. Shout out Spud. Go over there. At least he's doing his thing. Shout out Spud. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Might as well wrap up. Start doing my own thing. A few things. Could do a few things. Yeah. Might see he's out there. Might see he's out there. I'll do a little stream out there. Maybe. As I do. I usually do something cool. Maybe I'll stream an animal live for like a minute, whatever. Kangaroo. Not bad. Something weird. New. Red signs. I want to see an owl again, to be honest with you. An owl would be cool. I like the owls, man. What's something I was going to do? On here? Fuck. What was that? I don't know. Can't remember. Be very proud of yourself for your achievements. Thanks. Crazy. There you go. Yeah. Put something on to distract him. Look at that. Good. Show you that. I'll see you later. Just rest.